objects exist independently of how we remember them or what emotions we associate with them. Mages alone possess the power to change the world with their minds, and perhaps this forms the nature of a demon's attraction to them, who can say? Regardless, the act of passing through the veil is much more about changing one's perceptions than a physical transition. The veil is an idea, it is the act of transition itself, and it is only the fact that both living beings and spirits find the transition difficult that gives the veil any credence as a physical barrier at all. From a dissertation on the Fade as a physical manifestation by Marino. Fiona's here.
Greetings, Inquisitor. That is your title now, yes? I should thank you. The way things ended in Redcliffe, you could have demanded anything you wished. Yet you chose to make us equal partners. I was not expecting that.
Having you here willingly can only make us stronger.
Fair enough. I've been a Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter, leader of a rebellion, and now I am none of those things.
I didn't know she was a Grand Warden.
Odd where fate takes you, as you're no doubt well aware.
You were once a Grey Warden?
Perfect.
Mine is an unusual circumstance, Inquisitor. Normally one is part of the Order until death. But long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a warden. They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened.
Wait, the thing you drink that makes you tainted? She got that
the first
removed?
warden ever to be kicked out. Quite the achievement.
You sound happy about it.
Becoming a warden seemed like a dream when I was first conscripted. Towards the end, however, my brothers and sisters, they felt I had somehow cheated death. I was glad to leave. It also made me unique in the Circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a warden.
You mean you began the Mage Rebellion?
I pushed for our vote to free the Circles of Magi. But I cannot claim sole responsibility for what followed. Still, despite all the chaos, I would do it again. What happened had to happen.
I've been meaning to ask, how exactly did the Venatori take control in Redcliffe?
Mages constantly found their way to us while we were there. Stragglers, most of them strangers. I had no way of knowing some were actually Tevinter. They spread whispers, encouraged talk of an alliance, and we were desperate. I'm not proud of our choice, but we were certain Templars were coming. It could have ended far worse.
You're not still the Grand Enchanter, then?
Any claim I had to the title ended along with the Circles of Magi, although some still call me by it. Perhaps the Circles will one day be resurrected. If so, another will take the position. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what I can for them.
You believe they'll recreate the Circle of Magi after all this?
It depends on who the next divine is, and what she offers. We can't go back to the way things were. But endless warfare benefits no one. That is why I agreed to Justinia's conclave. There must be another solution.
I trust everything is well with the mages?
Most are pleased with the Alliance, even if we wonder what will happen next.
I'll leave you to it.
Before you go, Inquisitor, a question. In Redcliffe, after we left, did you perhaps speak with King Alistair? Considering who you are?
He wasn't in the mood to talk.
It's just that I knew his father, Marek, back when I was a warden.
Oh, that's rather interesting. Does he know that?
No, he doesn't. And he shouldn't. I only wanted to know if he was happy. His father had such hopes for him. Don't mind me, Inquisitor. The concerns of an old woman. Nothing more.
So, I've mentioned before that I did play this game like a decade ago. And someone in chat the other day told me that Fiona was Alistair's mom. And I didn't pick up on that my whole previous playthrough. Granted, I have forgotten quite a bit, but I think I would have remembered that. So now I'm seeing these conversations where she talks about Alistair with like a whole new light, if that is true. Or I'm getting pranked and I'm just falling for it completely. The folly of General Not Sheraton. 4. And so it was that victory was absolute and cheers were raised for General Not Sheraton. And so buoyed by respect and admiration, Not Sheraton stood proud and removed the mask to state her true name, for had they not accepted her, had they not thrived by her leadership, had they not become comrades despite station and mask and nonsense of protocol? And the answer was swift and bewildering, for they had not. And swiftly she was bundled away amid calls of imposter and spy and other terms she could not know, for she still did not know Orlais.
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns. You'll find my skills are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
You replaced Maeve?
You're taking over the duties of Maeve?
Yes. She said she was needed elsewhere and that I should serve the Inquisition to the best of my ability.
What is she doing?
I wasn't told.
How can you serve the Inquisition?
I am to aid in the research of all creatures encountered in your efforts as leader of the Inquisition.
What makes you particularly qualified?
I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why.
Oh, she's tranquil. She has no hopes or dreams.
You were made tranquil?
Yes, I am tranquil. It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding magic a dangerous endeavor. I remember that being a difficult time, but I cannot remember why. My skills are well used in my current position.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Okay. Do I have any research to turn in? Yes, I do. Wow, that was a level up. Okie doke.
Ooh, Inquisitor, greetings. I was recently appointed by Sister Liliana to keep her books in order. I'm so pleased to be here, helping out in my small way.
Just a level up right in his
I
face.
should get back to work.
That was the NPC that was complaining to, Cassandra in that other cutscene. On the condition of your charges, dear Liliana, you'll be happy to learn that your friends are doing well. Schmoopless II is still unhappy about his meal plan and tries to get into the pantry. I had to have a bolt installed and now he whines constantly. The two little ones are still a handful, but good news, I've managed to discourage Boulette from relieving herself on the silk rug Justinia gave you. Are these dogs? Felicienne from 2 doors over has been visiting almost every day to play with the Nugs. Oh, they're Nugs. She's quite delightful, and Schmoopless II is fond of her. I suspect it is because she brings him sweets from her father's shop. I had to ask her governess to keep her from visiting the house, however, as someone tried to infiltrate it 2 nights ago, an agent of one of the Blanchards hoping to uncover some of the Nightingale's secrets. I neutralized and interrogated him. Honey, don't sneak to our house in the night. The last person who did, I took him out and tortured him. His ability to withstand questioning was deplorable. Someone needs to talk to the Blanchards about their spies. All I had to do was put Schmoopless II in his face and tell him I hadn't fed the creature that day. Your pet played his part admirably. I received your orders and will depart for Ferelden as soon as possible. I've arranged for Gardner to take over Nug keeping. Signed, Sparrow. She put like an angry rabbit in this guy's face and said he's gonna eat your face. And then the guy was like, I'll tell you everything. Let's see, node found in sky holds a rookery. Saddler, Baron Plucky, I don't care how many missions he's flown or how many lives his actions have saved, he is a holy terror. Nearly pecked out my eye last time I tried to attach a message to him. All the dramatic flapping and squawking caused the sister to come over. You should have seen her look when she snatched the letter from me. If I had a weaker constitution, it might have killed me on the spot. I suppose she thought I was trying to murder her prized raven. And all she had to do was coo at him and the Baron hopped on her shoulder, all sweetness, and nestled into her neck. How does she do it? All the birds like her. Is it blood magic? It's blood magic, isn't it?
Sister Liliana will want access to the birds.
A fine time to close the border. The news is dire. There are rumors that our Warden brothers and sisters in Ferelden have all perished. Without the Grey Wardens, the Blight will take Ferelden, and then it will undoubtedly spread. It will go north to Navarra in the marches. It will come west to Orlais, as the head will be an archdemon, and will, in its wake will come thousands upon thousands of Darkspawn. We must be ready to stare quietly into the eyes of oblivion. Many of you have asked why we remain here when such threats are mounting in the east. The problem, you see, is not a new one for us. Politics. To say Ferelden or Lay have been at odds is an understatement. These two are like cats and dogs. We Wardens are not our legion by address only, but that does not seem to matter to Ferelden's leaders. Word is that King of Ferelden is dead, and his successor, Loghain Mactyr, decrees that Wait, what? Oh, this was back before we killed Loghain. Okay. The King of Ferelden is dead. His successor, Loghain, decrees that no warden set foot in the country. Mactyr, a national hero who helped expel invading Orlesian forces from Ferelden, seems to have it out for our order too. Maybe he doubts our abilities. Maybe he is more foolish than the history books made him out to be. That is why we must wait, even as Ferelden willingly becomes its fate. An address by Warden Constable Blackwall of Val Shevin to his recruits 9th Dragon. Blackwall!
Get the cages up here. Quickly.
I remember one of my memories the last time I played the Inquisition is in Origins, the first time I played Origins, I think I killed Loghain and Alistair stayed a warden, and then the other lady became the queen. And then when I played Inquisition, you do run into Warden Alistair, not King Alistair, because she's the queen. However, I did see like a scene on YouTube of Warden Loghain, and I was like, what? And that was when I like really found out that like 1, you could spare Loghain, 2, he could become a warden, 3, he could live until the Inquisition. And I had no idea that it spanned, like those choices spanned that many games until that moment.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
What?
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
More likely they would have stayed out there, died, and we would have lost Haven anyway.
You don't know that. Their lives could have bought Haven a small chance. My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus...
We are better than Corypheus.
Wow. That was heavy. Okay. That door is currently blocked. Alright, so... I can fast travel, I guess. Oh, that's kind of cool. So I could fast travel up here. Okay, so let's go back downstairs. Oh, wait, no? No, it will not let me fast travel right now. I guess it wants me to explore more on foot before I can do that. Alright. Let's see if I can remember the way back. What? Was that not how I got in here? No. Wait, what? I swear I stepped over this rubble earlier. Was I not supposed to be able to do that? Yeah, that's blocked. I came in through there. This is a problem. Huh. You got jump. You know what? I'm gonna be completely honest. I forgot this game had jump. Alright, there we go. It's bound to the freaking T key for me. I forgot I had it. So in Dragon Age Origins, spacebar was pause in combat, and so I did that in this game, and so that move jumped somewhere else, and I never remember I have it because you almost never need it. News from Thedas. Haven destroyed by Darkest Menace. Dire news from the Frostbacks. The Pilgrim Sanctuary of Haven, home to the new Inquisition, has been destroyed. Information is still vague, but some believe a dragon resembling an archdemon was involved in the attack. Fears of a new blight are now beginning to surface. As the Chantry continues to flounder, some are concerned that Haven's destruction may predict the Inquisition's imminent collapse. However, there is yet hope, as reports indicate that the Herald of Andraste and Inquisition leadership survive and have found a refuge elsewhere. Alright, I'm going to talk to all the others in a bit. How do I get up onto the wall? It's up here. There's so many people to talk to and visit here.
Majestic. How is a place like this ever lost?
I think that's the spot. Recreate the custom appearance of your Champion of Kirkwall. Wait, what? Oh god. Oh no. How do I... No, go back. If you vacate, lose all changes. You want to continue? Yes. Shoot. I thought it was just going to import it. I didn't think I was going to have to do this. I don't want to do this. Didn't you see Basic Hog? Let's just do that and see what happens. Such a shiny mustache, yeah. He's aged. He's got some gray.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him, after all.
You've already dropped half a mountain on the bastard. I'm sure anything I can tell you pales in comparison.
Oh, I don't know. You did save a city from a horde of rampaging Kunari.
I don't see how that really applies. Or is there a horde of rampaging Kunari I don't know about?
There's a Kunari. He almost qualifies as a horde all by himself. Fortunately, he's on our side.
So then, what can I tell you?
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible. But we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
Was Stroud the ex-leader of the... Okay, so in the Dark Age 2 DLC, when we first encountered Corypheus, I remember there was one warden that was like... He was like the old leader of the wardens, and he almost looked undead. He was so, like, messed up. And then we had theorized at the end of the Corypheus thing that he was like possessed by Corypheus when we killed him. I don't remember if that was Stroud or not though.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Warden?
That was Larius.
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Dude, it was growing out of
Hopefully
him.
my friend in the Wardens will know more.
I'll take any lead I can get at the moment.
Good. I'll do whatever I can to help. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time, I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus?
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back. Or maybe it's old Tevinter magic. But he was dead. I swear it.
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition? What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, has a good shot at fixing Blondie's mess.
Blondie's mess? Is Blondie Alistair? The Ratman was hilarious. Stroud was the one who briefly appeared during the Canary attack. Oh, that's right. He was the guy that has like he was really well spoken. Oh God.
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him except
You'll have to dip
insane
for a
need
bit.
to start a
Sweet
war.
home Dragon Alabama is calling me.
All right, Woodshark. See you when you get back.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
When the Wardens began acting strangely, I had my friend Aveline take my brother
Aveline.
on free marches. Isabella and I never believed in being tied down. When I had to go into hiding, she understood. We'll see each other again. Until then, she'll be having fun.
Oh, they even
Hopefully
referenced
not
the
too much fun.
they even referenced the fact that we were with Isabella at the end of DA2.
Where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up, and the exalted march never came.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Crestwood! That's where I was trying to get to. Okay. That's done. Okay. Next thing I'm curious about is I know some point here in Skyhold we get a mission at the mission table that lets us choose our subclass. Like I wanted to play a Knight Enchanter, but I don't know exactly when that is. So I need to keep an eye out for that so that I can upgrade my character. Let's see. Alright, who all's over here?
Scout Harding,
Your worship.
what's been going on?
Seeker Cassandra came through here, looking like a storm cloud. That's just her face, though, isn't it?
Shouldn't you be out there scouting?
In a bit. We're in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel. Not me, though. Indispensable.
So who's Scout Harding really?
Me? Oh, I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe all my life. Herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by that thing out there.
Did I miss all the fighting in the game? No, okay, so the last time we played, we basically fought God and a dragon, and we had to run away, and we lost our home, and we got put in this, we ended up at this castle. So there's this. It's like I'm in a new town zone, and like everyone has new stuff to say. There's new stuff to explore, things like that. So I'm like poking around right now.
I have to go. So, that Tevinter guy sent you into the future? Every time I think I understand magic, rules change. And you're a mage, so that's saying something.
Oh, is this when she beats up Varric?
You knew where Hawk was all along.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
I expected you
Very-
to tell the truth. I told you what was at stake.
Varric disapproves.
So I just hand him over on your say-so? It's okay, Hawk. This zealot isn't crazy. I promise. Look at her. She's finally lost it.
This is funny.
This would be funny if it wasn't also kind of sad.
We needed someone to
They
lead
both
this
disapprove.
First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but he had vanished. Then we looked for Hawk, but he was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no. It was just you. You kept him from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
You can't change the past, Cassandra.
So I must accept... what? That the Maker wanted all this to happen? That he... Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept him secret.
He's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
Attacking him now won't help us, Cassandra.
Ha! Exactly.
And you better not be keeping anything else from us.
Ah, I understand.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, he'd be dead too. You people have done enough to him.
Yikes.
I believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
Good thing I still like you.
I'm serious.
You think I'm not?
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
Wow. Self-burn. What's this?
Here. Tell the commander that this is the perfect spot for the armory.
Yes, ma'am. Right away.
The perfect spot for the armory. So this will be an armory. Anything good up here? Not there.
So,
So, Inquisitor. It's Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I could